Okay, we're going to do some long division, and I'm going to show you two different ways to do the exact same problem. So the first way I'm going to do it is the everyday math way, where I am going to draw this big long line down the side. Division is just making groups, equal groups of 7. So I'm trying to take equal numbers of 7, groups of 7, out of 364. So I'm going to do that by making some guesses. So I'm going to start with 10 groups of 7. And I'm going to do that because 10 is easy to work with. And 10 groups of 7 is the same as 10 times 7, which is 70. And I'm going to subtract that many groups out. And I go ahead and subtract, and I need to borrow here. And I have 294 left, and so I can continue taking groups of 7 out. And while taking 10 groups out helped, it really didn't get me too far. So I'm going to go ahead and do 20. So if 10 times 7 was 70, doubling that, 20 times 7 would be 140. So again, I subtract. And it looks like I could take 20 groups of 7 out again. 20 times 7 is 140. Subtract and get 14. There are 2 groups of 7 in 14. 2 times 7 is 14. Subtract and get 0. When I get down to 0, I know that I'm done, and I just add up my guesses. 10 plus 20 is 30, plus 20 more is 50, plus 2 is 52, so my answer is 52. Now let's look at the other way to do a long division problem, the more traditional way of doing long division. I'm going to take groups of 7 out of each number instead of out of the whole thing at one time. So I'm going to start with looking at 3, and I can't get any groups of 7 out of 3, so I'm going to put the 0 right above. There are no groups of 7 in 3. So 0 times 7 is 0, subtract, get 3, and I'm going to bring down my next number. Now I'm going to try and make groups of 7 out of 36, and I can get 5 groups of 7 out of 36. 5 times 7 is 35, so I would have 1 left over after I took my 5 groups of 7 out. And I bring down my next number, which is 4. And now I have 14, and there are 2 groups of 7 in 14. 2 times 7 is 14. Subtract and get 0. When I have no more numbers to bring down, and I have 0 down here at the bottom, then I know I'm done, and my answer is 52. So there are 2 different ways for you to go ahead and do